I got a square tube and an angle beam that I want to unite with a bolt. So follow me into the art of tap and drill. Let's make a drawing of my two pieces of metal with the vise that I will put in black and the washer in green. My first piece in red is my angle, with a hole big enough so my screw can pass through. And the blue one is my square tube, in which I will have my tap. First, I want to look up the dimension of my tap and drill hole. I go in the tap drill chart. In the column of machine screw size, my diameter is a 1/2 inch for my screw. So we go down at 1/2 inch, and I can see that I got 3 different types of thread per inch: the UNC coarse, the UNF fine, and the NS, which is a special one, extra fine. I only have the first two ones, UNC and UNF. But which one to choose? My UNC is less likely to cross thread and is faster for the assembly and disassembly. The UNF have a more accurate adjustment. Less torque force is required to bolt it. Threads are stronger because you have more of them, and they have less tendency to loosen. Since I don't have a lot of material for my threads, I will go with the fine one. Now looking up at the tap drill chart for the two holes that I need. So my drill size for my tap is about 1532 because it's in steel, and I got 20 thread per inch. And for the hole drill in my angle, I need a free fit at 1732. To be able to do the job, I suggest you get a drill set like this one. For my first drill bit of 7032, I have one with a black oxide coating, and the second one for my tube at 1532, I got titanium coating. So you have there my two bits. But I will not drill directly at those dimensions. I need to go step by step of about 1/8 of an inch. So I will drill at 3/8 and 1/4 before. I will use a center punch to start up the hole, because if I don't use a center punch, my drill bit will run all over the steel. So it's time now to start the job, and we start with a little bit of cleaning. Now all clean. So I can see my marking better, I will use some Prussian blue. So I scrub it a little bit. I'm doing that to be sure to start my hole in the center of my angle bar, so I have enough clearance for my washer. Just enough space. Perfect. We can start. So let's go with the center punch. A little bit of oil to do the lubrication. Always good. Not really essential, but... And we start the drilling. It is really important, particularly when you do your first hole, is to really well push down your drill in the hole. So your bit can grab and bite into the middle. And now we will be switching the bit. I start with a 1/4 and now I'm switching to a 3/8. And you will see now how easy it is when you start with a smaller hole. We have a little bit of smoke, it heat up, so we will put some oil to cool it down. And now the last one for the 1732s. A little bit too much of smoke, let's put some oil and it's done. So we clean up with WD-40 and to make the job clean, a little bit of deburrer. Here you go. And now it's time for the square tube. We go with the cleanup, like the last one. And again, a center punch. And we start drilling with the 1/4 bit. So I put really a good pressure downward. And as you can see, my drill is not running really fast. You have to run your drill really slow, so to give time to the bit to really well grab the metal. I cannot stretch that enough. The 3/8. And as you can see, I don't use any oil this time. The metal sheet is quite thin and the drill bit with the titanium coating doing a good job to disperse all the heat. No smoke. It's now time to start the tap. 1/2 and 20. Here we go. And before putting my tap, I will put some oil. Always begin with that. So tapping is really easy. You simply have to go really straight, particularly at the start, and slowly. You have all the time in the world, and it's a delicate job. And when you tap, you never have enough oil, so if you doubt it, pull it. Pretty soon you will feel the teeth grabbing the matter. So it's really important each time you do a complete turn, you go back a 1/4 of a turn. So you can break the metal shear. One turn, a quarter back, one turn, a quarter back. As you see, it's really easy. And once you go straight through it, you take it back slowly because you don't want to damage your thread. And it's done. Here you go. And you finish with a touch of deburrer. Let's make a little test. Yeah, go right through it, perfect. So let's see a little bit more closely. As you can see, we only have 3 threads. So that's another good reason to take UNF. We put back our tools where they belong. So it's time now to make the assembly. Don't forget my washer. And you will see that even with 2 or 3 threads, the bolt is strong enough to hold on. And if your wife, husband, friends come over and look at it and ask you, what is it? Say like me, it's art. So thank you and take care of yourself and your close one.